And we are live. Welcome to the live coverage of the Champions League final. Of course, the players are in the tournament as we speak. And what a day is this so far. The defending champions Paris Saint-Germain face the Arsenal, the champions of England. The lineups will come up very shortly. And this is a game to remember for years and years to come. This time last year, Paris defeated Inter by 5-0 at the Allianz Arena, of course, in Bayern Stadium. This year, they're in Budapest, in Hungary. Arsenal, for the first time since 2006, are in the Champions League final. Paris, are defending champions, of course. As I said earlier, they are the champions of Europe. Can they defend their title? For the first, the first French side to get in consecutive finals in the UEFA Champions League. So it's dark blue and a little bit of red, of course, of Paris, and of course the red of the Arsenal. The Champions League theme anthem is being played. The fans wait. Gabriel Saliba will show you starting lineups very soon. X-Mark says, do you use the eyes for the glasses? Not quite sure what that means. Desiree Doué, Capricia Varaskelia, Dembele, Fabian Ruiz, and Ashraf Hakimi. The ribbons of the Champions League trophy in blue and red. So the Champions League anthem, of course, sounded now. It's time for the lineups as the players shake hands. And this, of course, is the lineup for you. Tavernoff is in goal. The only change to the side that beat Inter last season in the final by 5-0. Mendes, Patrick Makinde, and Ashraf Hakimi are starting today. Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, and João Neves in the midfield. And your Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele. On the right is Desiree Doué, the Trevor Scalia, of course, on the left. And Zabani, Gonzalo Ramos, King Lee Kangin, and Lucas Hernandez all starting. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. Sorry for that, the long form. The game has gone. Paris 0, Arsenal 0 in the first 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Vitinha. Vitinha. Possession. About 50 seconds now. Wide to Achraf Hakimi. Marquinhos. Vitinha. We couldn't turn. Though it's back to Vitinha now. Paris, of course, posing dominance. Or posing dominance, I would say. Braskelia. Fabian Luis. Neves. Nuno Mendes. Back to William Pacho. Now here is Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz. Neves. Vitinha. Ruiz. Away by Saliba. Odegaard. Saka. Mendes plays it off Christian Mosquera for a throw for Paris Saint-Germain. Opening 4 minutes here. Paris Saint-Germain 0. Arsenal in the Champions League final. Budapest 2026. Nuno Mendes will throw this. A foul by Fabian Ruiz. Bukayo Saka, free kick to Arsenal. Marcus Kelly starting the midfield today alongside Declan Rice. Gabriel, now Rice. Havertz was picked over Victor Gyökeres for his final. Espero and Capier can find Trossard. Oh, well, Havertz is free here. Is Havertz scores for Arsenal in the final. Havertz has his goal. Arsenal 85 minutes away from being champions of Europe for the first time in the 114-year history. An early goal scored by Kai Havertz, the goal scorer for Chelsea, the final against Manchester City in 2021, has scored 5 years later against Paris Saint-Germain. Luis Enrique looks on. That's why he was picked over Victor Gyökeres. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Arsenal 1. They came in with the ball deflected towards the bottom. Kai Havertz, and of course, the leg channel. Smashed it past Safanov into the roof of the net. And Kai Havertz, of course, scores. The man had no chance. Marquinhos off the shoulders of Trossard. And then the run of Kai Havertz, always anticipating. Into the roof of the net. Arsenal leading the final at Budapest. The Puskas Arena, the red and white half of Arsenal, they celebrate elation. The first goal of the final in Budapest 2026 is scored by Kai Havertz. That is huge. He scored 5 years ago in the game, of course, in Porto, just back to the city. And he's here again 5 years later. Now this. Interesting. 85 minutes ago, actually 83 minutes ago. 4 goals in 6 matches in the UEFA Champions League this season. What a finish into the roof of the net. No chance for Safanov, who was on his knees. Clinical finish. It's a long way to go. But what a way to start the final. Arsenal unbeaten in the Champions League this season. Fouled by Vitinha on Lewis Kelly. So Raya will follow this one clear. 8 minutes has passed. Paris Saint-Germain, defending champions, nil. Arsenal won the final. The goal scorer, Kai Havertz. In the 6 minutes. A cross in and away by Saliba. He finds Leandro Trossard. Trossard couldn't get past Achraf Hakimi. And he finds Marquinhos. The next goal now is crucial in the final. Next goal crucial. Vitinha. Arsenal needed that. They needed that goal to cement confidence. Now Paris is all about experience and persistence, perseverance, endurance. Saka intercepts from Mendes, and it's a free kick given against Saka for the foul on Ousmane Dembele. Because it's a side lead. A huge day in their history. Fabian Ruiz. Ousmane Dembele. Back to Nuno Mendes. Ruiz. Braskelia. Rice intercepts and finds Bukayo Saka. With Vitinha in and then off for the guard. Saliba away. Mendes. Flag up for offside against Kai Havertz. Play goes on though. Achraf Hakimi. Now this is Desiree Doué. First time seeing today. Desiree Doué. Still Doué back to Marquinhos. And here is Pacho. Nuno Mendes. To Richard Rascadia. 10 minutes in. Paris still Arsenal won in the final. The goal scorer, Kai Havertz in the 6 minutes. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Achraf Hakimi. Vitinha. 12 days for the World Cup, of course. Here's Vitinha. Mendes. Braskelia. Vitinha. Vitinha now. Doué. Doué. Oh, give it. Oh, nearly to Braskelia. And a huge tackle by Gabriel, the first that he has to make today. Everybody whips it in, and the back post was finally raised, and it's a goal kick for Arsenal. Gabriel, Raya. Marquinhos wins it from Kai Havertz. And now John Neves. In Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Vitinha to João Neves. Desiree Doué now on the left. Basket on the right. Desiree Doué finds the run of Fabian Ruiz, who thrashes it wide to the post of David Raya, who wins between Paris Saint-Germain last as it stands. It is 40 minutes in, and Paris nil, Arsenal 1. Arsenal lead thanks to a goal. The 6 minutes scored by Kai Havertz. Again, Arsenal lead by goal to nil. Thanks to a goal scored by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Gabriel goes long. Marquinhos hits it down. Sebastian Hakimi. Back to Pacha. And Paris have possession again. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes away from Saka. Saka, but it's a foul. Foul by Saka, I believe. It's a free kick to Paris. Take quickly, here is Vitinha. Vitinha. Now Marquinhos. Zerdue. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Paris nil. Arsenal 1 in the final. Goal scorer Kai Havertz in the 6 minutes. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Due. Marquinhos again. Marquinhos. Back to Sapanov, who in turn goes long. That's a foul by Luis Kelly on Jean Neves. They're asking for a caution there. Luis Kelly. Free kick to Paris, though. Take it quickly again. Fabian Ruiz now to Nuno Mendes. Sherraskelia. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. Ousmane Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Marquinhos. You for Hakimi. And it's off. Ferry Capier for the Paris corner. Who wins between Paris and Arsenal? Scoreline after 15 minutes. Paris nil. Arsenal 1. The goal scorer for Arsenal. Kai Havertz in the 6 minutes. Show up your comments on the in and away by Saka. Saka players. Let's go back to Sapanov. Vitinha. Mendes. Ruiz. Ruiz couldn't get away from Christian Mosquera. Here's Martin Odegaard. Odegaard looking for Trossard, and Sapanov there to claim. So Arsenal now hit on the counter-attack, having the early lead. He did hit Saka's hands, actually both hands, but he was not trying to handle the ball in any way. Vitinha. 78% possession for Paris, 22% for Arsenal, 99 passes completed for Paris in the first 60 minutes, only 17 for Arsenal. And Arsenal have the lead, thanks to a Kai Havertz goal in the 6th minute. Mosquera away, Vitinha back. And Mosquera got the final touch to Paris throw. Mendes, Vitinha. Ruiz, Marquinhos. Marquinhos to Vitinha. Vitinha for Paris. Moses, whoever says, ooh. All right. Ruiz. Vitinha. Nice Varaskelia. Is it? It's actually Dembele. Back to Varaskelia. The back heel field there. Trossard. Gabriel. Now here is Ruiz again. All 11 men of Arsenal behind the ball in their own defensive third. Vitinha. Rice. Raya goes long. Pacho. Neves back to Pacho close again. Gabriel. Saliba. Saliba strong. And back to Raya. It's a long way to go in this final. Raya goes long again. To Osaka. Pacho. Safanov. Marquinhos. Neves. Who wins between Paris and Arsenal? John Neves. Arsenal lead on the way by goal to nil. Okay, so the goal from Havertz in the 6th minute. Mbele, Doué, Hakimi, and Arsenal throw. 20 minutes in, Arsenal lead by goals thanks to the goal in the 6th minute by Kai Havertz. Right now in the 20th minute. Again, Budapest 2026, Arsenal lead by goals to nil. And they throw here to Perry and Capier. Capier goes long. Havertz, Ruiz, long. Gabriel away. And they throw it to Paris. Pacho. Braskelia. Pacho again. And here's Vitinha. Usman Dembele. Marquinhos. Desiree Doué. Vitinha into the hand gloves of David Raya. Havertz. Of Pacho. Arsenal throw. Just 1 minute have passed here. And Arsenal lead by goal to no thanks to the goal from Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Very early goal for the Gunners. Very Capia with the throw. There is Kelly. Kelly. Havertz. Trossard, Havertz. Capia keeps it in somehow. Paris throw. Capia. Trossard. David Raya now. He goes long again. No nonsense from Arsenal in the final so far. Pacho away. He clears it away. Riskelly back in. Trossard. Neves. Desiree Doué. Vitinha looking for Usman Dembele. Miscue from Saliba. Dembele away to Raskelia against Mosquera. Raskelia couldn't find Ruiz. And Mosquera plays it off Fabian Ruiz. Also passing courage halfway in the first half of the Champions League final. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Arsenal 1 in Budapest. The goal scorer, Kai Havertz. And now we will take a short break, of course, a short drinks break for the players. Quite hot there in Paris. Actually, 24 Celsius in Paris, actually Budapest, Hungary. 67,889 capacity. So far, to take a short break. Of course, review the lineups for you. In goal was Safanov, back four, Ashraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Mendes. In the midfield, it was Ruiz, Vitinha, Neves, and of course, the left winger today is Christian Kvaratskhelia. Striker Ousmane Dembele, and Doué at right wing. Substitutes for Paris included Lucas Chevalier, Renato Marin, Idia Silvani, Lucas Dorado, Lucas Hernandez, Ro Fernandez, Kang In Lee, Seni Mayulu, Weren Zaire Emery, Brady Bacola, Gonzalo Ramos, and Ibrahim Mbaye. For the Arsenal team, picked by Mikel Arteta, Raya is in goal, Mascara, right back. Of course, it can't be at left back. Saliba and Gabriel starts, of course, in the defense. Rice and Lewis Kelly in midfield, Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, Odegaard in the attacking midfield area, and Kai Havertz starts, who got our goal, by the way, in the 6th minute. The bench for Arsenal included Kepa Arrizabalaga. Sorry, probably for that. Kepa Arrizabalaga. I will not try that again. I'm so sorry. Urin Timber, Ricardo Calafori, Christian Nogard, Everett Chiese, Martin Zubimendi, Max Darman, Mikel Merino, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, and Victor Gyökeres. I'll try the name once again. Kepa Aritha Balaga. I got it. Sorry. That was odd of me. The game has resumed though. The short break has ended. Saliba. Lewis Kelly. Away from Vitinha. Lewis Kelly finds Odegaard. A wide to Bukayo Saka of Arsenal. Odegaard in. Sorry, Saka in. Away by Safanov. And he holds his head. The ref stops the game. Imposed the goalkeeper. He did take a blow. What's the volley from Bukayo Saka? Rare forward chase. Actually, Marquinhos, who made contact knee to the head of Safanov. So if you're on the short feed, please join us on the long form feed and, of course, on the Talk News channel. Who will win, Paris or Arsenal? Lucas Chevalier, of course, on the bench, just in case warming up. I think he wants to continue. I think it's just a knock, and we have to be careful, of course. Any injury to the head can be lethal. Dangerous ball in by Saka. Just had nearly got a toe in front of Marquinhos and Safanov. And if that one went in, wow. Paris should have found themselves 2 goals down before the break. So far, very good for Arsenal. Celebrities in the building, Arsenal Wenger, of course. Alphabet Benitez. Safnov still wants to play on. He ties his long blonde hair back in shape. So free kick 2. Paris. Who wins between Paris and Arsenal? Game resumes. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Vitinha. Odegaard. Rice. Skelly gives it away to Vitinha. He finds Marquinhos. Pacho. Nev. Mendes. Vitinha. And it's away from Saka. And what a beautiful pass to find Dembele. Dembele has Kimi with him. So Dembele. Kimi. Usman Dembele. Vitinha. Dembele again. Crossing away by Gabriel. Due. And it's on the floor. Due. Marquinhos. Usman Dembele. Hakimi. Usman Dembele. Neves. And still. Nkapie clears. Back to Safanov. Mendes is actually down here. I'm not sure he's acting here. Still down, and now the ball will go out of play. I mean, his team played on. Talking of legs, and then Gabriel on top of Nuno Mendes. He's fine, so I wonder why he was on the floor for so long. So Paris will resume play. So far, so good. 31 minutes in. Paris 0, Arsenal 1 in the Champions League final. Arsenal lead. Thanks to a goal scored by Kai Havertz at the 6th minute. Pacho. Luis. Due. Mendes. Kifo. Luis and away by David Raya. Pascalia. Mendes. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Dembele. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Luis. Minutes again. Now Vitinha. Hakimi. Usman Dembele. Dembele. Hakimi. Due. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Vitinha. Luis. Braskelia. Reese, Coutinho. Hakimi. Due. Coutinho. Neves, Coutinho again. Hakimi, Dembele. Rascaria. Ousmane Dembele. Dembele flicks it on into the gloves of David Raya, who wins between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain in the final. 33 minutes in, Arsenal lead thanks to the goal scored by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Havertz wanted to the floor there, but the referee says play on. Achraf Hakimi now. Here is Desiree Doué. Doué. Up here in Capier. It will be a corner to Paris again. Once again. Shot going to take it here. Hakimi. Coutinho. Mendes fell away by Rice. Now Saka. Loose touch. The throw to Paris. Arsenal lead by goal to nil thanks to the goal by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. 35 minutes have passed here. Nearly that. It's João Neves. Marquinhos. Desiree Doué on to Achraf Hakimi, will keep it in. And the cross comes off Gabriel and cleared away by William Saliba. Big throw by Paris. No time to waste. 10 minutes of the first half to go. Paris 0, Arsenal 1. The goal scorer, the 6th minute, Kai Havertz. Achraf Hakimi. Away from Perrin Capier. Greece gives it away to Rice. Mosquera on to Saka. Saka surely fouled by William Pacho. Actually, there is Nuno Mendes. Mendes can't believe it. Free kick against him. Surely a free kick that on Bukayo Saka. Didn't go for the ball, obviously. So another set piece for Arsenal. Terrible situation. Declan Rice. Rice in. And a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. I think foul by Gabriel on Ruiz. Free kick to Paris. Well, actually, it was a foul by Kai Havertz. Capier. And referee says play on here. Here is Vitinha. Vitinha still. Now Ousmane Dembele. Blocked by Gabriel. And Capier away. Trossard away. Trossard. One back by Doué. Still Doué. Away from Trossard. Doué gonna get past Odegaard. Now Lewis Kelly. Rice. Ethan Mosquera. Saliba. Bumps forward here. Saliba. Havertz. Away from Pacho and Capier now. Trossard. Fantastic football there so far in the game. From both sides. Lewis Kelly. Gabriel. Arsenal run, or they've ran more, for 2 kilometers to 40. And then 222 passes completed for Paris to Arsenal's 45. But still Arsenal lead, thanks to the goal in the 6th minute scored by Kai Havertz. Here, Pacho. Rascalia. Let's get it now to Mendes. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Marquinhos now out wide to Obafemi. Neves. Hakimi. Neves again. Vitinha. Neves. Marquinhos. Pacho. Vitinha. Pacho. Hakimi to the box. And Rascalia. Mendes. Away by Saliba. Actually, Gabriel. Ooh. Hakimi tried to hurry it up. Had his hand across the neck of Kai Havertz, who went down. I don't think that will be a card. Havertz trying to slow things down. I think we're trying to go for the ball there, but has to be careful, of course. No. Red card. So that's the first thing from the VAR. Vitinha. 50 minutes to go in the final. Arsenal leading to the goal from Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Neves. Back to Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz to Mendes, looking for Dembele, away by Gabriel. And now Hakimi couldn't find anyone right away. Odegaard give it away to Vitinha. Neves. Hakimi. Neves. Rascalia. Hakimi. Vitinha. Neves. Pacho. Ruiz. Ruiz now wide to Mendes. Ruiz. Marquinhos. 3 minutes of the first half to go plus stoppage time. Hakimi. Neves. Vitinha. Rascalia. Ruiz. Mendes. Mendes in! All over from Fabian Ruiz. The best chance of for Paris Saint-Germain, just wide from Fabian Ruiz. The ball in from Neves, actually not from Neves, from Mendes. Away from Mascara, and then into the box there. Away from it by Capi, and then the header Wide by Fabregas. Oh. Just couldn't adjust there, the other. First one in sign for Arsenal there. Getting closer. If you're enjoying the live stream, please like and subscribe on Talk News. Paris Saint-Germain nil. Arsenal won, the goal scorer so far. Kai Havertz scored in the 6 minutes. So throw now for Paris Saint-Germain. Ashraf Hakimi. Vitinha. Marquinhos clears. Gabriel back in. Away by Pacho. Doué. Dembele. Doué again. Doué away from Luis Kelly. Still Doué. Doué. Juventus out wide to Christian Varaskelia. Skelia. Marquinhos. Dembele. Way over from the Ballon d'Or winner. Way over. Who was between Paris and Arsenal? Paris nil. Arsenal 1. Thierry Henry watches on. Played in the Champions League final of 2006. Thank you for the like. 45 minutes of play. Arsenal still lead by a goal to nil. Raya goes long from the goal kick. Rascalia, Luis, Raya. Actually, Rice in there. Rice finds Leandro Trossard. Rascalia away. Luis Kelly. 6 minutes of stoppage time to play in the first half stoppage time. Saka. 6 minutes of Arsenal. 6 minutes for Arsenal of severe and crucial concentration. They lead so far, thanks to the Havertz goal, the 6th minute. Raya goes long, even after the slip. Safinov with the header away. Risky. Rice. Vitinha. Doué. Vitinha again. Vitinha. 6 minutes by the time now. 1 minute has been played. Ruiz out wide to Varaskelia. Vitinha. Vitinha. Dembele. Doué. Neves. Luis Kelly away. Gabriel away too. Pressure from Paris now. Rascalia. Mendes. Now Vitinha. Hakimi. Now wide to Desiree Doué. Doué. Marquinhos to Vitinha. Doué strikes and it's way over. Paris search, but so far they're searching, or their search is in vain as it stands. Matidiso Mosuari on the short form says PSG. Are you a PSG fan? Paris Saint-Germain losing to Arsenal by a goal to nil in the Champions League final thanks to the goal from Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. 2 minutes of stoppage time has been played, 4 to go. Who win between Paris and also, actually he says PSG. Okay, so you're answering the question. Masuari says PSG will win the final. Well, they're behind at the moment. Kai Havertz. Christian Mosquera. Saka leaves it. Odegaard. And Kai Havertz! Huge block by Marquinhos. Nearly there. Arsenal led, or would have led by 2, if not for the captain, Marquinhos. Huge chance. Huge reputations. Vitinha. Ruiz. Now Vitinha. 3 minutes have been played. 3 to go of stoppage time in Budapest. Braskelia. Venez. Vitinha. Dembele. Touched off by Trossard. It will be another Paris corner. Which Arsenal have done well to tame so far. The referee will stop this, I believe, between Raya and Ruiz. Raya, actually, I think he's impeded by Fabian Ruiz here, but we'll see. Ball in here, corner in and away by Saliba. Mendes, Vitinha. With a ball there to Ruiz. Thrashes it in! What a save that by Raya. A thumper there by Fabian Ruiz. With a cute ankle, he hit that with all his might. Wasn't it for us to gobble up easily? Had a go. On target there, Paris, Fabian Ruiz. 90 seconds of the stoppage time to go. Arsenal lead so far thanks to the goal, the 6th minute scored by Kai Havertz. Rascalia couldn't get it, and this will be an Arsenal throw. Huge block there for Marquinhos. What a tackle there to deny Havertz of his 2nd goal tonight. So it looks like Arsenal will lead. And I tell you what, they're playing good football. And this is good defensive football. That's what they need. Last play of the first half, and after that we'll have a short break. Actually, a 5 to 10 minutes break. We'll come back for the second half. Also in the short form. So that you can be here for the second half. Please like and subscribe. Raya with a long throw in. Havertz. And away by Pacho. An Arsenal corner. Arsenal corner it is. Country boy says hi to who are in Paris and Arsenal. Are you in Paris or Arsenal final? Who are you for? So Saka now will take this. Of course, the last corner he took won them the Premier League title against Burnley at the Emirates Stadium on Monday night, less than 2 weeks ago. Actually, the referee says it's half time. Arsenal boos before they could even take the corner. Our country boy says Paris to win. So half time. So the goal scored by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute is the difference at the stands. He scored in the Champions League final in Porto in 2021 for Chelsea against Manchester City. That day they won it by goal to nil. But the stands at halftime in Budapest 2026. In the Champions League final, Paris Saint-Germain nil, Arsenal 1. Halftime it is. And like and subscribe to the second half coverage. Take a short break now. We will start and restart the live stream again. Bye-bye. If you're on the long form, we will not start you over, but we'll come back for you. And yes, Arsenal lead by goals thanks to the goal scored by Havertz in the 6th minute. So a 5 to 7 minutes break, or 5 to 10 minutes break. We'll come back for more for the second half coverage. Thank you. And so we are back. Welcome to, of course, the second half coverage of the Uefa Champions League final, of course, in Budapest, 2026, of course. At the break, it is Arsenal who lead, thanks to the goal scored by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. And so far, so good. Paris, no Arsenal one, of course. We are 90 seconds through to the second half kicking off. And let's just really go through things. The Arsenal's game plan has worked to perfection. They've shown the very best out of their defensive attributes, successfully frustrating PSG for 51 minutes after a lengthy bit of stoppage time. They completed just 69 passes in the first half, lowest amount on record from the 03/04 by any side in the first half of a Champions League final. Arsenal are slowing the game down when they can, though they may need to be careful with the referee starting to notice. PSG, of course, have been reduced to long-range efforts that are so unlike their usual free-flowing attacking style, and Luis Enrique needs to find a key to unlocking Arsenal's defense before long. As things stand at half-time, Arsenal are now favourites with the supercomputer giving them a 61.1% chance of victory to Paris Saint-Germain's 11.7. There's also a 25.1% chance of a draw and extra time if PSG pull one back. It's hard time in the Champions League final at Budapest, and Arsenal have a 1-goal lead over Paris Saint-Germain. As the side couldn't have asked for a better start as they took the lead just 6 minutes in. Marquinhos' clearance rebounded off Trossard to Kai Havertz's pass, and he drove down the left before rifling a powerful, acute angled shot into the roof of the net. Arsenal then dropped deep and frustrated Paris Saint-Germain with their strong defensive show, as holders only had off-target efforts from Fabian Ruiz, Ousmane Dembele, and Desiree Doué to show. Havertz almost got a second before the break before Marquinhos' smothering tackle, of course, blocked the shot. But it's been a game of very few chances. Arsenal created just 0.34 expected goals, with PSG accumulating 0.26 at the other end. So far, so good. 77% possession to Paris Saint-Germain and 23% to Arsenal. 6 shots to Paris, 3 to Arsenal. Touches in the opposition's box. PSG have 15, Arsenal have 5. And of course, so far, so good. The best player so far, rating-wise, is Havertz, followed by Vitinha and Gabriel of Paris and Arsenal, respectively. The 11 players of each, Paris and Arsenal, they explode out of the tunnel, and it's time for the second half. So, Paris kick things off, and actually don't kick things off in their usual style. I kicking it towards the other end. Vitinha. Ruiz. Vitinha again. Doué. Rascalia for Paris. Ball in and cleared away by Gabriel. Early pressure for Paris as they attack towards their own fans. Fast attack there for Paris. My prediction actually was 4-1 to Paris. I mean, it could still be 4-1, but that looks very unlikely now. And Christian Mosquera giving a yellow card for time wasting early on into the second half, especially when he's defending against Victor Varaskelia for 44 minutes of game time. That's very risky. Salvador. Marquinhos. He goes long. Due missed it. Gabriel. Actually, this is Saliba. Away from Due. And a foul by Due on Saliba. Free kick to Arsenal. So Arsenal lead thanks to the goal in the first half scored by Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Rice. Trossard. Rice. Away by Marquinhos. That's Rice again. Trossard. Riskelly. Away by Hakimi. Away from Leandro Trossard. Nkapie. Havertz. Off Hakimi. Nkapie. Trossard spins away from Mendes. Actually, that was actually Dembele. Odegaard gives it away. Raskelia off Odegaard again. A throw to Paris. Tinia. Stefanov. Marquinhos. Ousmane Dembele. Dembele. Neves. Pacho. Vitinha. Neves. Vitinha. Most forward here. Vitinha looking for Mendes. Mendes gets it. Mendes. Vitinha. Oh, away by Saliba. Saka. Clears. Havertz. No foul by Pacho. Raskelia. Due. Too heavy for even Dembele at the back post. The earlier Paris scored the better for Luis Enrique's side. What a run there from Vitinha. The midfield maestro. Gabriel now long goes Raya. Saka is offside. Free kick to PSG. Paris 0, Arsenal 1. Marquinhos. Pacho. Vitinha. Vitinha. Still Vitinha. Away from Odegaard. Back to Pacho. Vitinha. Raskelia on the half turn. Raskelia. Raskelia wide to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele couldn't get past Pedro Nkapie. Nkapie clears. Pacho goes back to Stefanov. Mendes. Vitinha. Goes again back to Stefanov. PSG nearing 400 passes. Arsenal just getting to 100 or nearing 100. Paris have a 90% passing accuracy. All that possession, still nothing to show. Nearing 80% possession. 80% possession in the Champions League final. The goal from Kai Havertz. the difference at the moment. Vitinha, Marquinhos, Fabian Ruiz, Ousmane Dembele of Trossard. They will actually straight a lot down to the right hand side. He's a force man, obviously not a solid striker. Grace, indirect, no, actually indirect. The throw to Arsenal, a foul throw. Raya goes long. Something of the way. Rice. Mascara. Marquinhos. Back to south and north. Pacho. Mendes. Rascaria. Vitinha. Vitinha, Due, can he flick it on? Kimi will chase Raya. Raya goes long. A foul by Leandro Trossard on Jean Neves. Pacho. 53 minutes have passed here. The final, Paris 0, Arsenal 1. Rascaria. Osaka. The throw it to Paris. Vitinha. Pacho. Marquinhos. Now Ousmane Dembele against Nkapie. Dembele. Neves. Give it away to Saka. Due wins it back. And the referee stops this. Arsenal absolutely frustrated there. And a yellow card, I believe, for Bukayo Saka. The foul on Desiree Due. Maybe too aggressive. The tackle. Saka asks. He asks this the question. Maybe the studs there, maybe that's what he saw. It was quite even there. That challenge between Due and Saka. There is a yellow card for Bukayo Saka. The first yellow card, I believe, actually the second yellow card. Mosquera and Saka giving yellow cards in the first 9 minutes of the second half. The right side of Arsenal's attack. Now a free kick. An interesting position this for Paris. Nuno Mendes and Achraf Hakimi would take this. It's dead center, or at least dead center a little bit towards the left. Right down the middle. And this is literally from the same distance that Dominic Szoboszlai scored an absolute banger against Arsenal for Liverpool. Match week 3 of this recently past Premier League season. So Hakimi or Mendes or Vitinha or Marquinhos, 4 players over this. It will be Hakimi who strikes and is on target. What an easy save for Raya. There they go. Gabriel Long towards Havertz. No foul by Marquinhos on Havertz. Mendes back to Marquinhos. Mendes. Now it's Rascaria. Paris have 4 in the middle. Due against Christian Mosquera. Due. Rascaria. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Neves. Hakimi. Back to Neves again. 30 minutes or so. 5 minutes of the second half to go. Mendes. Due. Paris pray for at least just that one opportunity. Rascaria. Mendes. Paris pressure. Vitinha. Vitinha now. Mendes. Rascalia. Away from Saka. And to roll behind Kimi. The referee says play on here. No foul. Go back to Trossard. Raya classes it away. Harris against Pacho. A foul by Harris on Pacho. Pacho holds his neck with suspicious of him there. And he contacts, he goes down. Well, actually, Harris actually had his hand there on Pacho. This is the free kick from Kimi. Right, the good side of that. That was moving. There's some targets from Ashraf Hakimi. They're retuned. Here's Hakimi again. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Vitinha now to Hakimi. Due, Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Due. Marquinhos. Mendes. Rascalia. A foul by Mendes on Bukayo Saka. Just about 30 minutes to go. It's down onto Arsenal, crowned the champions of Europe. The first time in their long, long history. This is only their second final in the Champions League final in their history. The champions of England, the newly crowned champions of England, of course, within 22 years, with the coronation day on Sunday, last week Sunday. Paris is still in this, of course, it's only a goal. My prediction for this is Paris 4, Arsenal 1. Paris have 0, Arsenal have 1. Paris needs to score 4 for my prediction to stand. Marquinhos. Here's Vitinha. Actually, Neves. Ruiz. Vitinha. Marquinhos. 30 seconds to go to the hour mark. Dembele. Ruiz. Vitinha. Pacho back to Vitinha again. Rise pressure. And Neves was fouled by Saka. Saka asks the question again. Saka needs to be careful because he's on a yellow card, of course. Vitinha. Ruiz. Marquinhos. Now Due has space to run. Due in. Away by Saliba. Ruiz Kelly. Neves. Vitinha. Back to John Neves. Navaskelia of Christian Mosquera. That's 30 minutes to go in this Champions League final. Paris 0, Arsenal 1. Oh, blood gushing out. Oh, Navasquelia's legs there. Away by Raya. Hakimi. Vitinha. It's Navaskelia. Dembele, Rascalia, penalty for Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain have a penalty. And Rascalia, who already had an injury on his leg, blood gushing out, was fouled there, and the referee put to the spot. The champions, the holders, have a penalty. And Daniel said about putting this in sports. Give me a moment with this. Huge. Paris Saint-Germain won. Arsenal won. The goal scorer Ousmane Dembele for the penalty spot in the 65th minute. And the Bayern winner scores. And give me a moment this. The power needs to be restored. I'll come right back for the final 20 minutes or so. In Budapest 2026, it's Arsenal 1, Paris 1. Ousmane Dembele equalizes. And give me a second here. Like and subscribe on Talk News. I'll be back right in the minutes. And so with power restored, we will continue the final coverage. We learned before we went for a break that we did not expect in all honesty. Power outage here. But we're back. And Arsenal having pegged back there in Budapest. The goal scorer Ousmane Dembele. And now, final 22 minutes or so will prove to be decisive here to decide the final. I mean, it was pressure upon pressure upon pressure from Paris Saint-Germain. And this is shocking when we just learned that Odegaard makes way, the captain of Arsenal makes way from Victor Gyökeres. Interesting. So that means Kai Havertz will drop into the attacking midfield role, the goal scorer for Arsenal this tonight. And Gyökeres will play, of course, as the striker. Or you can say two strikers with Leandro Trossard and Saka on the right. So maybe you're looking at the 4-2-4 for Arsenal. And maybe Rice and Lewis Kelly in midfield. And, of course, the back four, Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel, and Capier all stay. So it might be a 4-2-4 for Arsenal or a 4-2-3-1, as we know. Reese passes to Due. Clearance from Perry and Capier. Huge emphasis. Arsenal pegged back. Paris Saint-Germain won. Arsenal won. The goal scorer for Arsenal goal scorer is or was Kai Havertz in the 6th minute. Ousmane Dembele scored in the 65th minute from the penalty spot. Goal kick here to Arsenal. At the Puskás Arena. Referee today, Daniel Cyber, went into the penalty spot in the 62nd minute, which gave Paris a way back into the game. A foul by Christian Mosquera on Christian Mosquera, who was already injured. So people are agreeing to the question, was it a penalty? Did the referee make the right call? 75% say yes, 60% say no, 5% say it was a close call. And the blue and red half of the Puskás Arena went absolutely crazy when Ousmane Dembele scored. That is 8th goal in 30 matches in the Champions League so far this season. Crucial goal. Statistics will go to extra time. Also, substitution, yellow card, Christian Mosquera makes way for Yorin Timber. Beckham and Kay Scott. They're up in the CVS Galazzo. We have coverage there. And at the Puskás Arena. With PSG back on level terms, you would expect the game to start opening up a bit more now that Arsenal don't have a lead to protect. That should suit Luis Enrique's side, but the Gunners have shown what a threat they can be already. Due has 3 Arsenal players blocking his way into the box, so he lays it off to Achraf Hakimi, who slides it back out to Dembele, who has taken some space down the right. His cross is overhit, though, and he stays out for a goal kick, giving the teams a chance to take their second half drinks break, which we will now, of course, resume the second half. Paris are attempting to become the only, actually attempting to become the second team to defend the Champions League title. PSG have scored 44 Champions League goals this season, one short of the all-time record, and now they have actually tied the record. If Paris score again, they break the record of Barcelona. PSG lost to local rivals Paris FC in their most recent game in Ligue 1. PSG beat Chelsea 8-2. They beat Liverpool 4-0, and they thrashed Bayern 6-5 on aggregate. En route to Budapest. Again, I repeat that. PSG thrashed Chelsea 8-2. They thrashed Liverpool 4-0 and beat Bayern 6-5. Dembele shot there, narrowly wide of the goal. Arsenal are the only unbeaten team in the 2025-2026 Champions League across 14 matches. Makinde, actually, I did see Makinde says hi. Arsenal conceded just 2 goals in 6 knockout stage matches, none from open play. Arsenal trailed for only 44 minutes across the entire 25/26 Champions League season. Arsenal have played 225 European Cup and Champions League matches without winning a trophy. 9 attempts to Paris, 3 on target. 3 attempts for Arsenal, 1 on target. The 1 on target was the Havertz goal, of course. Neves, now Vitinha. Right was one! Wasn't far away. The Portuguese maestro unleashing. To level again, then Dembele's penalty has put PSG back on level terms, and now the match will be entirely different. I also have nothing left to protect, so we will see the Premier League side play on the front foot. Will we see the Premier League side play on the front foot? Havertz away. Oh, a chance here for Arsenal. Havertz there doing one against Macho. Nearly flicks it on to Bukayo Saka, but something off the super keeper there. Swiftly out of his post. Back on the pitch, Raya's goal kicker almost catches out PSG's defense as Rice brings it down with support around him, so that can't pick out a teammate in the box, though, giving the Parisians a chance to counter. But Dembele drills his low strike well wide from the edge of the area and over. The Arsenal players just drop off as Vitinha works his way upfield and prompts him to have a go from distance. It's a deep-in strike that had Raya worried for a second, but he sails just over the bar. Ashraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, just over 15 minutes to play. 0-0. It's 1-1 at the Puskás Arena in Budapest, Hungary. Vitinha would have passed that to Ashraf Hakimi. Hakimi couldn't get pass in Capier. Gyökeres, who came on for the guard. Trossard turns away from Neves. Trossard now. Luis Kelly. Trossard. Foul there by Desiree Doué. Kai Havertz scored in the 6th minute. But Arsenal in the lead. And the penalty from Ousmane Dembele for the foul by Mosquera on Kvaratskhelia gave Paris an equalizer in the 65th minute. So a set piece opportunity here for the Gunners. Raya take this around the halfway line. Raya short. Timber. Saka. Havertz. Trying to waste this. Not putting the ball into the Paris box. Raya though goes long to his Gyökeres. Pacho away. Trossard has a throw. Gyökeres, Trossard, and away Pacho, only as far as Trossard, and Capier. Here is Urentiba, who came on for Christian Mosquera. It's Saka. Saka blocked by Kvaratskhelia. Kelly. Rice. Oh! Away by Pacho. Rice wins it back for Arsenal. It's Bukayo Saka. Stopped by Neves. Away by Pacho. Now Kvaratskhelia. And Paris are in here probably. A counter attack here. Braskelia off the pow! Off the post! Luis Enrique thought that was the moment. Braskelia thought that too. Off the post of the goal. That's how fast they can go from attack to defense. Braskelia away from Saliba. Run around 40 yards or 50 yards. Gets to the penalty box and all his shots off the bar. Off the post, sorry. But I had no chance. Mendes. This is a Due. Away by Luis Kelly. A corner. Actually, away by Timber. Would have won that by Fisher Varaskelia. Deflection of Luis Kelly. Then onto the post. Close from Paris. As the Arsenal captain prays Odegaard on the bench now. Corner in and over. Goal kick to Arsenal. Twelve minutes to go less. Goal kick, taken by Raya. Kinyos away. Gyökeres, Havertz, Rice turns and finds Bukayo Saka. Saka. Put away by Mendes. Jose Mbele away though by Saliba. Luis Kelly takes too long. Due intercepts. Due and Luis Kelly did very well there. And then Due fouls. Luis Kelly freaking to Arsenal. He did so well there. Madueke will come on for Arsenal. And also Gabriel Martinelli will see who they come on for. Arsenal this year have quality. Oh, Trossard slips. Patch her away. Just. And now here is Jan Neves. Raskelia. Reese. Fantastic play. Now here's Ashraf Hakimi. Ousmane Dembele. Over 10 minutes ago, just 58% ball possession to Paris, 42 to Arsenal in the last 15 minutes. Paris had 4 attempts to and 1 shot on target. Arsenal have 1 shot and no shot on target in the last 15 minutes. Again, 58% possession to Paris, 42 to Arsenal in the last 15 minutes. Going to be close, this. In Budapest, less than 10 minutes to go now. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Luis. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Due. Varaskelia. Vitinha. Mendes. It's Varaskelia. Varaskelia. Away from 3 Arsenal players. And here's Jurgen Timber. Couldn't get past Jan Neves. Vitinha now finds Due again. Due against Saliba. Due off Saliba for a corner to Paris. If you're doing the live stream, please like and subscribe. Champions League final, Paris 1, Arsenal 1. The goal scorers. Arsenal, the goal scorer. Kai Havertz in the 6th minute in the first half. Paris equalized thanks to a penalty from Ousmane Dembele due to a foul by Mosquera on Varaskelia in the penalty box in the 65th minute. We're now in the 82nd minute. And it's still 1-1 in Budapest, in Hungary, at the Puskás Arena. So now corner to Paris. In an over Pacho, by Pacho, a goal kick to Arsenal. So substitution now we made. Gabriel Martinelli and Oniwaniweke will come on. We're letting that down to Trossard will come off, and we'll see Bukayo Saka also comes off. It was the current captain, of course. Odegaard was the captain, and passed the handball on to Saka. Saka and Trossard, the left wing, right wing, making changes there. Placeta. The last few minutes here, we know how good Martinelli is. Madueke too has a threat. Scored in the final day against Crystal Palace on Sunday, the final day of the Premier League season. Braskelia also coming off for Bradley Barcola. Braskelia, all the game he's had, he won the penalty for Paris. It was fouled by Mosquera, and then the penalty scored by Ousmane Dembele. That keeps his side in this final. You have 7 minutes to go less to the end of 90 minutes. Saka and Trossard have run their race today. Pacho. Oh. John Neves goes the way to Viti Ogares. Hincapié. Gabriel. Hincapié. Havertz. Hincapié. Away by Marquinhos. A throw to Arsenal. Long throw by Declan Rice. Flicked on! Huge block there. On the line. Saliba. Madueke. A slip from Timber. And Barcola will chase this. Barcola! Barcola! What a reach by David Raya. Paris nearly in there. But they give the ball away. Arsenal. Barcola. Martinelli. Marquinhos intercepts. Crucial moments this. It's Vitinha. Vitinha strikes. His blocks again. Neves. Safanov. 5 minutes to go. The Champions League final in Budapest 2026. Paris won. Arsenal won. 5 minutes to go less. Now Vitinha. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Luis. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Dure. Hakimi Neves. Dure. Jean Neves. Luis. Barcola. Luis. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Hakimi. It's off for Gapier for a corner to Paris. Less than 4 minutes to go to the final. Crucially there, David Raya intercepting the ball of Bradley Barcola. Well timed from David Raya. They're better with the corner. And away by Madueke. Flicks on. And away by Simba. Oh, miscue from Pacho. Martinelli has Madueke with him. Madueke with him. We couldn't find any. Paris lucky. A let off there. Sabanov. Virginia. Marquinhos. Ruiz. Vitinha. Ruiz. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Due keeps it in against Nkapie. Hakimi. The ball in and cleared away by Timber only as far as Fabian Ruiz. It's the ball in and it's off Hakimi for a goal kick to Arsenal. That's a huge chance for Arsenal. They flick on by Capie nearly for Bucharest and killed off the line by Nuno Mendes and away by João Neves. 2 minutes to go in the final, left in Budapest. Paris won, Arsenal won. It's like if you enjoyed the live stream so far. Enrique, what is on? Marquinhos, Due, Capie gets a throw and takes it quickly. Gabriel, Martinelli, Capie, Gabriel. 90 seconds of the 90s to go. In Budapest, Paris won, Arsenal won. Raya goes long. Bucharest gives it away to Mendes. He goes long. What a pass that to Due. Due. Vitinha! Oh, just over. What a chance there for Vitinha. A let off for Arsenal. Raya goes down. Complaining of pain. What's a ball there by Mendes to find Due, and there's the control. So slick from Due. With the pass to Vitinha, just over. Curled over Raya. Nearly in there into the top corner. So Raya is down. So about to reach 90 minutes here. We're waiting how many minutes will be added on for stoppages. So, with time we're waiting this 6 minutes of added time. I think there'll be some added more because of Rice currently down here. Final 6 minutes of the Champions League final in Budapest. Paris won, Arsenal won. Goal kick to Arsenal. Gabriel goes long. Rice. Mendes. Bakura to get away from Rice. Paris throw. Dembele feeling the pace here. He's limping. Gyökeres. And João Neves. Just foul there. But it's Gyökeres. Marquinhos. Due. Greece. Because Ramos will come on for Ousmane Dembele. Due. Kimi. Due. Kimi again. Greece. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Greece. Due. Due in and back to Due again. Barcola. Spacho. Marquinhos. Greece. Marquinhos. Kimi. Greece. Back to Kimi. Mendy. Neves. Marquinhos. Now Vitinha. Barcola. 2 minutes, too much time to go. We'll have a little bit more than that. But en route to extra time in Budapest. Kimi. Neves. Vitinha. Mendes. Barcola. Due. Vitinha. Mendes. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Ruiz. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Ruiz. Away by Timber. And here is Madueke. Havertz was fouled by John Neves and a yellow card brandished for John Neves.
It's a very worthwhile yellow card for his defence.
So Dembele, who was limping earlier, off now. Ramos on. Gonzalo Ramos comes on. He is the centre forward. Dembele, who gave them hope in his final, scoring that penalty. Raya have a set piece. After set piece, Raya goes long. Salim Gabriel. Raya. Actually, Rice. Gabriel. Martinelli in. Oh, put it in and cleared away by Ruiz. Saliba. Madueke. Timber turns away from Ramos. Ball in here, away by Marquinhos. And Gonzalo Ramos. Bradley Barcola. Actually, it's wanna go. Oh! Barcola. Wide. That could have been the moment that won the Champions League, Paris. A chance there. We're going to go again from Barcola. when we found the side netting. And that is full time in Budapest. Arsenal won. Paris Saint-Germain won. What's the game we have so far? And we'll take a short break now. We'll be right back. Second half, of course, not the second half, the first half of extra time. We have kicked things off. Half an hour football, 15 minutes each. Ebieze on for Kai Havertz. Of course, got the crucial goal. The 6 minute. Vitinha. On the way of that corner to Arsenal. Arsenal corner. Saka easy to take this to Madueke will take this himself. The corner. Corner in from Madueke. And away by Gonzalo Ramos for another Arsenal corner. Good delivery there by Noni Madueke. Corner again. Madueke. And this time it's only the side netting. Right along. Madueke. Timber elbows to face of João Neves. Bringing it to Paris Saint-Germain. Rice is a Pacho. What in Mary? Madueke, but it's back in play. Timber, Rice, Madueke, Timber, Jokeres, John Evans, free kick to Paris for the foul on John Evans. Gonzalo Ramos. Your card fix Jokeres. Free kick here. Vitinha. Away by Saliba. Pacho. He's also the Mendy. Paris 1, Arsenal 1. Zaire, Vitinha. Back to Warren in Zaire. Jean Neves. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Nearing 100 minutes here. Of course, started the extra time. Counter. Zaire. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Marquinhos. 5 minutes of first half. Extra time to go. Hakimi. Doué. The strike here from Hakimi. He's went over. Still Paris 1. Arsenal 1 in the Champions League final. We're now over 100 minutes. Goal from Kai Havertz into 6 minutes. Score for Arsenal. Paris in the second half scored, equalized. Ousmane Dembele for the penalty spot in 65th minutes, thanks to a foul by Christian Mosquera on Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Thatcher. I think it was long and right over. And throw it to Arsenal. You're in Timber. Timber in. Eze, good touch. So here's Gabriel. And Dueke. Away from by Mendes from Mendes. And Arsenal asks for a penalty. The referee says play on. Barcola. What is that Emery? Vitinha. Arsenal fans asking the question here. Was that a penalty? Due. Is that Emery? Due. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Kimi. Due. Vitinha. I also thought they wanted back, but PSG. Press. Emery. Due. Vitinha. Away by Gabriel. Something off keep it in. I mean, also still have to the question how. That's no penalty. I actually checked it. No penalty. I think all that. I also reminded that this is not the Premier League. It's the Champions League, and a yellow card for Declan Rice for dissent. Also a yellow card for Mikel Arteta. So Rice carded. Arteta carded too. I mean, it's quite close, that call. It's 50-50 because Madueke also had his hand on Mendes. I think it's fair, no penalty. If Ikape is injured here, there's no one to come on for him because they've made 5 substitutions, of course, in the game, and then plus the extra substitution which they get in extra time. So they make six substitutions already today, and Ikape really has to stay on. 105 minutes, 105 minutes, 105 minutes so far into the game. Neves. Mendes. Marquinhos. Due. Actually, it's his Barcola. Kimi. Ramos. Kimi. Vitinha. Berardo. Ready to come on for Paris Saint-Germain. 2 minutes we added on the stoppage time of the first half in extra time in Budapest. Arsenal won, Paris won in the final. Mendes. Due. Mendes. Pacho. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Pacho. Neves. Barcola. Couldn't get away from Martinelli. Marquinhos. Pacho. Mendes. He find Due. He will find Saliba. He goes long to Zeze. Morin, Zaya Emery. Ramos gives it away to Madueke. Saliba. Eze. Zumendi. Gabriel. Capi seems okay. Gyökeres couldn't find Gabriel Martinelli. And that is half time. In extra time in Budapest, it's still 1-1. And goal from Kai Havertz in the 6 minutes for Arsenal in the first half. And Mbele in the second half, the penalty spot in the 65th minute, he scored it. And extra time, first half gone, and second half coming here. And we have some pretty tired, exhausted, fatigue dawning over this pitch now. Quality has dropped a bit. Still, Paris won, Arsenal won. Speaking of, Hasina said something. I quite understand that. What's the meaning of that? Arsenal won, Paris won in Budapest. Who wins? So Beretta will come on for Paris. Also, Ilya Zabani, of course, from a Bournemouth player. They're into Europe this season too. So Vitinha and Marquinhos out, Lucas Berardo and Ilya Zabani on, and you can see Vitinha's frustration. He had chances soon in this game. Chances just wide. Marquinhos' defensive class. Crucial block to deny Havertz's second goal in the first half. Second half of extra time is about to dawn on us. Biting of nails. They're willing to bite at the end of this. The stance penalties are real. So, 50 minutes for something to happen here. Ilazabani. Bacho. Mendes. Kimi. Pacho. Mendes. We run here. Over in Sai Emery. We will keep the ball here. Mendes. Ilazabani. Subani. Gerardo. Mendes. Bakula. Oh, right away. Nearly there for Paris. Nearly. Huge touch. I believe it was from Raya. Ramos was in. Bakula with the lead. Oh, nearly. Mendy. Neves. Due. Oh. Zoe Due. Strike blocked. Simon now to Bonnie. We're in. Is that Emery? Kimi in. Into the gloves of Xavi Raya. Eze. Rice. Incapié. Gabriel. Raya. Rice. Timber. One moment could win this. A moment of mistake or class, glory. Foul by Due or only by Due, okay. Free kick this to Arsenal. On the set piece for the set piece Kings. Now they will really need it. They really need class from the set piece. What a night. So Declan Rice. 11 minutes to go. Before penalties. Rice. Away by Safanov. Crucially away by Safanov. Hakimi. Zabani. Good ball to Warren Emery. Couldn't get away from Martinelli. Incapié. Zabani would get this. Safanov. Neves. Neves. Kimi. Back to Neves. Neves. Ferraro. Bacho. 743 passes completed for Paris, only 181 for Arsenal. 92% passing accuracy for Paris, 72% for Arsenal. I'm not sure they're going to reach 1,000, but they're close to 800. Makinde. Makinde again. Gerardo. Ramos. Ila Zivani. Ashraf Hakimi. João Neves. Flags off for a corner. Corner to Paris. Tense moments this for Paris. 10 moments this for Arsenal. 9 minutes less to go. 11 corners for Paris, 2 to Arsenal. Doué, right by Rice, Gabriel Martinelli, Zaire Emery, Safanov, Pacho, Ilazabani, Doué, Neves, Doué, Mendes, Doué, Berardo, João Neves, Neves, Mendes, Doué, Mendes, Ilazabani, Pacho, Walker, Mendes, Emery, Raya claims the cross into Gonzalo Ramos. Gabriel, Zumendi, Rice, Mendes, also win the ball back. Capier, Eze. Oh, couldn't find Madueke. 5.5 minutes to go. Less in the final. It's just you have one chance. Just one chance for a player to etch their name in Champions League history and folklore. Is there an Arsenal player to put your name in the mouth of the Arsenal fans for years and years to come? Especially, really, for generations to come, because this will be their first Champions League win, if they do win. Zabani, Neves, Idia Zabani, Hakimi, Valkola, Zabani, Neves, Valkola, away by Gabriel, Neves, Zeradue, Bernardo, Neves, Bernardo, Mendes, Pacho, Zabani, Due, Hakimi, Due, Mendes, all Arsenal men behind the ball now. All 11 of them, all 10 outfield players behind the ball in the defensive third, and then 5 at the back formation, actually. Due, Ronaldo, here's Zabani, Neves, can he keep it in? Neves away, and Due! All caught by Raya. And that was the moment for Paris. Adueke surely foul there by Nuno Mendes. A professional yellow card. Adueke was away. He knew. Or the chance for Due on the half volley. What a chance that was. Yellow card for Nuno Mendes. 20 minutes to go. Arsenal free kick. Right along. And over, way over. In the short form, please come over to the long form on the channel. We're going to end this short stream very soon. Live streaming here too. The long form of the channel. Paris 1, Arsenal 1. Less than 2 minutes to go. Stoppage time. Or actually, of extra time. Something up will go along. 72% possession to Paris, 28 to Arsenal, 19 attempts for Paris, 4 to Arsenal, 4 on target to Paris, 1 to Arsenal. They have dominated the game so far. Manueke, Timber, stagnating. Ball too long for Barker, throw to Arsenal. Gapier. Zabani. Eze. Zumendi. Rice. Madueke. Last chance. Madueke. Away by Berardo. Gyökeres. Gyökeres strikes. Deflected. Wide for a corner. Near the moment. Arsenal asks for a handball. Everything way there. No handball there, surely. Paris 1, Arsenal 1. Now into the stoppage time of extra time. An Arsenal corner, which is scored and scored throughout the season. Partly which they're in the final. Right away, K. Arsenal prey. Away by Parker. Saliba. Oh, and away. Aberado. Williams fast. Declan Rice. In. Oh, cut away. And away again. A goal kick. A goal kick. And full time. First half done. Arsenal in the first half thanks to a goal from Kai Havertz to the 6th minute. The second half, Paris equalized thanks to a goal from Ousmane Dembele in the 60th minute, thanks to a foul by Christian Mosquera on Richard Varaskelia. And then, first half of extra time went 1-1. Second half of extra time gone 1-1. And Budapest 2026 in the Uefa Champions League final. We're going to penalties after extra time. Paris Saint-Germain won, Arsenal won. Penalties are goalkeeper's moments, as we know. Luis Enrique has his players in a circle. A penalty shootout of the way from one of these teams, Paris or Arsenal, being champions of Europe. Perhaps for the second time in their history. Arsenal the first. There is no Vitinha, no Marquinhos, no Ousmane Dembele, no Fischer Vasquez to take those penalties. The Arsenal fans can't watch. Agony. So I can tell that's his players in a circle too. In the biggest moments of their lives, Arsenal. Of course, it'll be fair. The shootouts of next on Talk News. So Raya and Savinov have notes each. To guess where the penalties will go. Oshapani says PSG. Paris won, Arsenal won. After 90 minutes, after extra time, into penalties we go. And can we wait for the captain of Arsenal? Declan Rice still on the field. What a game he's had. In the 6 minutes, Havertz scored. The 6 minutes, thrashed it into the roof of the net. Second half, Dembele got the penalty. He scored the penalty in 65th minute. Thanks to a foul by Christian Mosquera on Richard Varaskelia. Now, which part of the field will this be taken? Is it Arsenal's half or Paris' half? And Paris win the toss. Penalty shootout will take place in front of the Paris fans. Went into penalties in the Champions League final after PSG and Arsenal finished level 1-1 after 120 minutes. It seems like a long time ago the Havertz gave Arsenal the lead in the 6th minute, benefiting from a fortunate deflection to right forward into the roof of the net. The Gunners started defended the lead onto the 65th minute when Mosquera clumsily took out for Asquera from behind and Dembele coolly converted from 12 yards. But Asquera then saw a shot deflected onto the post before Bardi Barcola missed 2 golden chances to snatch a win for Paris Saint-Germain in normal time. The chances were few and far between in the extra 30 minutes, with Arsenal defending for long stretches before Timber and Gyökeres both saw late chances go to waste. We already seen one penalty scored in this final, but Dembele is no longer on the pitch after going off in the second half stoppage time with an issue. This is the 13th European Cup/Champions League final to go to penalty shootout, with at least one of the side involved in the last 5 of the last 6 of those. So it all comes down to this. The penalties will be taken in front of PSG's fans, with Luis Enrique's side also said to take the first spot kick. So it will be David Raya versus Gonzalo Ramos. Huge moments this. Huge moments for Paris. Huge moments for Arsenal. No Dembele, no Kvaratskhelia. No Vitinha to take the penalties. No Marquinhos. Pressure. A lot of pressure. Penalties we go. Paris' first penalty. Second, it's Gonzalo Ramos. And now we watch. Arsenal fans pray. Paris fans do the same. Hands on heads. No biting. It's very nervy. It's etchy. They hope penalties are kicks of luck in Budapest. Very nervy. He's etching at the Puskás Arena. David Raya. Versus Gonzalo Ramos. 12 yards away. Gonzalo Ramos. Will he score? Will he miss? Will he get saved? A huge breath. Ramos scores! Kunaka fires in the top right-hand corner. Paris score. What a penalty that. Top corner. Victor Gyökeres, signing from Sporting, needs to score this. It's number 9 second. The first penalty is here. Gyökeres against Safanov. His big moment. Gyökeres will score. What a penalty. 1-1 in the shootout. 1-1 in the Champions League shootout. Couldn't calm. Good penalty taken there. Desiree Doué. Doué against David Raya. Will he miss? Will he score? Will he get saved? Desiree Doué. Doué will score. All penalties to the right of the players, to the left of the keepers. Cool and calm. Tense moments, this tense, very tense. Ebeze, an Arsenal fan from birth, now an Arsenal player signing for Crystal Palace, scored a banger accusing in this Champions League. Ebeze against Safanov. And Eze will. Oh! Eze misses! Eze missed! The Arsenal fan misses, it's wide. It's wide. Oh no, they can't believe it. They're in tears already. They can't believe it. He can't believe it, Eze. The Arsenal fan amongst all of them. He misses. Nuno Mendes making 3-1 in the penalty shootout. It's advantage Paris. Although if he misses this, it's back even. Mendes. Against Raya. Nuno Mendes. Mendes will. It's saved by Raya. You stop by Raya. Nuno Alexandre Tavares Mendes misses. What is saved by David Raya. He gets it the right way. Huge save in the shootout. Huge save. So, Declan Rice against Sabanov. The captain. Can it be a hero for Arsenal to make the shootout level? Declan Rice against Safanov. Rice will score. Rice scores. It's 2-2. Huge goal from Declan Rice. Rice scores. He's penalty. Two each after 3 each. Action for Kimi. This is Raya. Hakimi will score. The captain scores. Tense moment is this. Vasquez watches on and rejoices at penalty scored by Hakimi. Gabriel Martinelli against Safanov. Martinelli will score. Top corner. Top left-hand corner. Gabriel Teodoro Martinelli Silva scores. 3-3 after 4 each. It is now sudden death. You miss. The other scores. Game over. Berardo against David Raya. Berardo scores. Kulikan penalty. 4-3. Pressure now on Arsenal to score. Lucas Lopez Berardo scores. Gabriel cannot miss this. The big defender. This is sudden death. He has to score. Gabriel against Safanov. If he scores Arsenal in this, if he misses, yeah, Wenger what is on. Gabriel. With his left foot. Gabriel will. Oh, it's over! Paris are champions of Europe! 210th trophy! Lewis Enrique! They remain champions! They have done it! They have done it! In Budapest! And Gabriel misguided! And that's no tears! It is crazy! And Gabriel in tears! They were also close running champions. The champions of France have done it. They barely kept them in it when he scored the penalty in the second half in no more time. And the Parisians have won it. The Baltic stars and they win the penalties. Paris 4. Arsenal 3. In the shootout. Short. See you later because we're going to go over to the long form. Bye-bye. Please like and subscribe on the short form. Go to the long form. Coverage continues here. Wow, what a game. Paris are champions once again. Arteta nearly in tears. They have some bots. Oh, it's very sad for the Arsenal fans. Tears of joy in the Paris Cup. Tears of absolute heartbreak. Arsenal fans. What a game you have seen. They were absolutely crazy. The flags are out here. Paris champions in Budapest 2026. Gabriel skied his penalty. And that's all they needed, Paris. They won it again. They have done it again, Luis Enrique. Paris Saint-Germain are the champions of Europe in their history. In the second ever. What a game we've seen. What a season. What a day. Some of them didn't even have to make a save. In the essay wide and also Safanov. They had to make a save for Gabriel's shot, which was well over. I mean, both the Premier League champions, at least that's something they can talk about. The parade coming up soon for Arsenal. Premier League parade. Once again, we've seen Enrique, Due, Dembele, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Marquinhos, João Neves. 7-0 both celebrating. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment here. Don't go away. The Trophy League coming up soon on Talk News. These are moments we live for. Your champions. Again, Paris Saint-Germain. The UEFA Champions League final winners in Budapest 2026. Paris Saint-Germain. And now, Paris Saint-Germain have been excellent to the trophy again. They have done it. Bounces back years. What a day. What a game. A day for years and years they will not forget. I mean, they hopped and popped after when he so tough for them. And Gabriel is painful for him. He missed this crucial penalty. Full time. Trophy coming up next on Talk News. Take a short break here, right before the trophy presentation. Paris beat Chelsea by 8 goals to 2 in aggregate. The round of 16, they beat Liverpool by 4 goals to 0 in the quarterfinals. They narrowly beat an ex Bayern Munich in the semi-finals by 6 goals to 5 in aggregate. And they have won this after penalties, 1-1 after normal time. They won on penalties by 4 goals to 3. What a game. So Paris hit on penalties. Again, maybe they've taken it Arsenal one step too far. The train wasn't to be. Crucial goal, crucial moment for the penalty supposed to spend Dembele in the second half of normal time in the 65th minute. Thanks to Mosquera putting a foul on Christian Azrauskelia. For the day it was. We're absolutely ecstatic what a day it was. And also taking the opportunity, of course, today it's the final huge game, of course, of the Champions League. So join us for the World Cup. The live commentary on Talk News, of course, by me, from Makinde, from June 11th to July 19th, of course, the final of the World Cup. We're going to have around, let's say, we'll probably say 7 to, I think the 3 groups are going to do 6. We're promising around 13 games of live commentary of the group stage, of course, from round 1 to round 3 of the group stage. Of course, before, because we don't know how many or how the round of 32 would happen, or the round of 16, of course, the quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. But we're promising 13 games for you in that one. In the World Cup. Please like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. What a day we have had for more of this, really. Of course, join us again for the 2026 FIFA World Cup coverage. That commentary on Talk News from July 11th to July 19th. The trophy brought out by Kim Pepe, former Paris defender. An all-time great. You can see there on your screen, Paris win by 4-3. No on aggregates, by the way. Actually, on penalties. Ignore the aggregates. They won on penalties. Actually, I'm just going to remove it. That's the wrong information. Sorry for that. Or before I even say anything else, thank you for 100 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers yesterday, or actually yesterday, this morning. Actually, it was this morning. And thank you for 103 subscribers as it stands. I mean, what a day. And I really enjoyed myself in the final, in the last 3 months. And by this time next year, we hope for better. Of course, by this time next year, the Champions League final, of course, referees at this point, at this stage, are getting their medals. Of course, the officials always get gold. I don't think there was any questionable call. I mean, you can say the Saka handball, maybe. You can say maybe the moment between it was Nuno Mendes and then Madueke. I think personally it was the right call. It was 50-50, that one. So, yes. So the guard will lead his side to take the trophy. No, not the trophy, actually. Sorry. To take the silver medals. So they are, of course, the champions Arsenal, but they couldn't take it an extra step, the extra mile. This are breaking news for you. Arne Slot will or has left Liverpool. I think it was a sacking just this morning, and a shocker because he was very confident that he was going to stay at Liverpool. So Arne Slot sacked Fury, and then Mikel Arteta and the silver medal. I mean, at least for Arsenal, they are those second again. They do have the trophy, Premier League trophy, but they will be second again. I mean, you cannot call this bottling or a bottle job, sis, or a bottle job day. Now you're champions. Now you're champions, Paris Saint-Germain. Luis Enrique first in queue to lead his side. As they collect their gold medals and also kiss the trophy. You cannot touch it for the second time in a row, for the second year in a row. I don't know who didn't have to make any, saving the penalty shootout. Paris 126. Paris victorious against Arsenal. The second team to retain the Champions League trophy. Only after Real Madrid, who did it 3 times. I mean, they won it 3 times in a row. Makinde is now the captain. Now the trophy it's about to be here. And now it's time. He leaves the trophy. The Champions League champions. He walks over. Enrique's on it again. Winners again. Paris Saint-Germain. Makinde again. The champions of Europe. Paris are champions. They've retained the trophy. Vitinha Marquinhos, Ashraf Hakimi, Ousmane Dembele, Fabian Ruiz, Shawn Neves. What a day it was for them. Desiree Doué, Richard Varaskelia. They all bring apart. Fireworks again at the Eiffel Tower. Into the house in Paris. The UEFA Champions League final 2026. The winners are Paris Saint-Germain. And that is all for this season. It's over for all the domestic games, all the club games. Now we're looking forward to the FIFA World Cup. Less than 12 days. Here's what I want on top news. My name is Makinde, and what a season we've had. Join us for next season. The Premier season starts in August. The World Cup starts in June. What a year! What a year! What a Champions League starts all over again in September. Listen trophy. What a day we've had. Paris Saint-Germain are your champions. And now I can now say by what a year we've had. We've had, of course, Arsenal Premier League champions. We've had City winning the not the Champions League, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And Paris, the Champions League winners. Wow. Bayern, the Bundesliga winners. Paris, the Ligue 1 winners. Inter Milan, the Serie A winners. What a year. The Liga, Barcelona are champions in that one. Pep has left City. It's farewell. Bernardo Silva has also left City. Jose has left Man City. Mo Salah has left Liverpool. Also Robertson. What a day. What a day. What a day. And see you next season for the start of the Premier League season. And of course, the Champions League in September. And that's it on Talk News. What a year. And now, in less than 12 days now, on June 11, join us for Mexico versus South Africa in Mexico City, in Mexico. Bye-bye. That is our Talk News. Again, bye. Bye.